up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back. How's everyone doing? Oh, wait. What's up with everybody in the chat? No. We're going to jump right into it. Arturo, what's up? You know what? Let's get into the roll call while we wait for people to join. Hey. Loo-doo-doo. Loo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Tell me where you at. Where you at? Where you from? Go dumb from the Bay. We go dumb in the Bay. Shout out to Downey, California. Shout out to Bronx. That's the BX. Hey, I was watching the Goods battle with Tay Rock, and he was like, he from the BX, and he said something. I let the Thule bang. He from the BX. He gonna be in excruciating pain. Hey, that shit was hard. He said I let the Thule bang. He from the BX. He gonna be in excruciating pain. Let's get it. Arlington, Texas. Hey. Shout out to Fayetteville, North Carolina, Pasadena, where y'all at? Shout out to Iraq. Get clapped with my shooters. Hit you like brat. Shout out to Venezuela. Down North Omaha, Team Crawford. I'm from the BX and it was hard. See? I mean, bars was bars. You know, we know when the line was clever. Yeah, man. They clapping. They will clap you in Iraq. Little kids, they be strapped up, you know, in Iraq. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Moved here from Oxnard, Cali. Yeah, the weather in Cali is just something like a phenomenon. Hey, shout out to Russia. We working, people. Man, I was looking at flights. Looks like I'm going to miss the press conference, too. Because there's between the time zone difference. Like, I finished all my shit. And the flights won't even get there. The press conference starts at 12 Omaha time. And I can't find no flights to get there, you know. So, you know, I'm just going to get there tomorrow night. So I guess I'll just go to the actual weigh-in and the fight. I'll be there for that. But yeah, there's no way I can even get there with the flights. I should have just left earlier. Something told me, but I had too much shit to do out here. But to me, I'm not going to rush myself. If I'm going to already miss the press conference because of the no flights, then I could just fly in anytime tomorrow, you know? Benavidez promised to KO Bud in 4 rounds. Wishful thinking. I didn't hear him say that, but I mean, who's he KO'd in 4 rounds? That was like, you know, he fought Mauricio Herrera. I thought Herrera beat him. So, sounds good, but I haven't seen him KO anybody that, you know, like the bigger name guys he fought in 4 rounds. So, if he does it for the first time, you know, against a guy at the quality of Crawford, then obviously we'll give him credit. But I gotta see that. People forget about the Herrera fight. I thought Herrera won. Do. I keep thinking that button version. Yeah. Let me get this on. Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool, but I don't remember Benavidez knocking out anybody. You know, like the bigger names he fought in 4 rounds. But you got to be careful in a fight like this because both guys don't seem to like each other. So you never know in a fight like this with emotion. You know, if Crawford comes in and abandons game plan because he called his mom a B word or whatever they were talking about because he said the chicken, you know, That's what makes shit like this interesting, because you're gonna have to see how both guys handle it. Yeah, it might be an ugly fight, you know, where it has to get calmed down. Like remember Edwin Rodriguez and Andre Ward? How it's just it's like super rough. It might be something like that for a couple rounds. Benavidez was food for Broner. What are you talking about? He never fought Broner. I don't even know what that Broner thing is. It's a good fight. Who has Crawford ever liked that he fought? That's a silly question. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that. So, if Hank Lundy from Philly is talking shit about him, Deary Jean and his team were talking shit about him, Felix Diaz had been taunting Terence Crawford, and he said he was he was ducking him. You know, Jose Benavidez is clearly, you know, been trash talking banter. So what is he supposed to do? You get what I'm saying? Ego, shout out from Culiacan, Sinaloa. Shout out to you. It says, I'm Mexican and blacks versus Mexican always make good fights. But as a Mexican, I'm with Crawford. I like Benavidez, but Crawford is out of his league. You know, I like both fighters too. I really do, you know. But I think the safe pick is to pick Crawford. I've seen Crawford, you know, more times live and stuff, and it just, the dude got something special. I think he got something extra. You know, so I think he's going to be hard. And see, this is not even just anything against Benavidez. I think he's going to be hard to beat in general for anybody. In fact, I think the most competitive fight for him that's currently at welterweight is Errol Spence. That's what I honestly believe. Will Benavidez' gimpy leg play a factor? No, that's an excuse. Because he had some knockouts, and he's been back from that for a while. Look at Jonathan Haymon. That's because he ain't fighting no one? Y'all be, yeah, boxing is so funny. Y'all really be like in y'all feelings like Drake. That's like an ode to boxing fans. Y'all let emotions dictate your whole. Yes, you are hating, bro. You are hating. Who are your top five, Jonathan? Who are your top five favorite fighters right now that are active, still fighting? And hurry up! Don't wait all day. Jonathan, who are your favorite active fighters? Top five. Who are they? List them. I know they in their feelings. This is why new media be fucking them up. Because they in their feelings. Triple G, Loma, Trump, Putin, and Khabib. Hey, I'm fucking done. Whoever just put that. I thought that was really him responding. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hey, who the fuck did that? Who? Hey, Devos, you out of pocket. I thought that was really him answering because I seen commas and real boxers' names. See, what's taking so long? Jonathan, who are your favorite fighters? You don't have to map it out. It doesn't have to be in order. You know, no specific order. What's taking so long? Who are your favorite fighters? Jonathan, who are your favorite fighters? Jonathan Amaya, who are your favorite fighters? No particular order. See, that's what I'm saying. They're like he doing research. Exactly. See, it makes it look suspicious when you taking this long. Like you trying to think of the perfect answer. There is no perfect answer because you don't know where I'm gonna go with this. So just be honest. It don't matter. I'm like a psychologist. Canelo, Triple G, Mikey Garcia, Pac-Man. Okay, you definitely hating. Yeah, you definitely hating. Because you just had on your favorite list Triple G. And so Terence Crawford ain't fought no one. Who Triple G fought? Who's Triple G? Name who he's fought. Canelo moving up in weight, who already lost to fucking little old Floyd. Lost Daniel Jacobs, good fighter, but had already lost to Dimitri Perot. Come on, man. Look, Devo called you out. He said not a single African American fighter. Coincident? Yeah, great point. Great point. Bro, you a casual. Just stay in your lane. I see it's so easy for me to do this. Y'all in your feelings. If you like what you like, that's cool. But don't come up here like trying to regulate. And we see why you like what you like. You like Pac-Man. You didn't say nothing about like Floyd, the guy who beat him. You question Terence Crawford, another motherfucker who I strongly believe would beat Pacquiao, but Pacquiao don't want no smoke. Stop it. Don't question Pacquiao. Don't question Terence Crawford's resume and then have Pacquiao on your list. You know what I'm saying? And knowing Pacquiao didn't take. Why did Pacquiao fight Jeff Horn? Listen, see, now we're going to fuck around and turn you into a hot seat. Why didn't Pacquiao fight Terence Crawford in the last 4 or 5 years before Jeff Horn? Bob Arum said he wanted it. Crawford answered several questions, says he's down. Bomac told me he wanted it, So why didn't Pacquiao take it? See? Why didn't Pacquiao take the fight? Still to this day. He still ain't fought him. But then we know the games y'all be trying to play. Talking about, who's Crawford beat? Look at his resume. Okay, then you tell me why Pacquiao never fought him. Pacquiao's own trainer at the time said he could fight at 135. So there's no reason he couldn't go to 140 or a catch weight, because he went to a catch weight for Chris Algieri. He was a catch weight of 142, 143. There's no reason he couldn't have win at 140, because he says he'll fight Lomachenko at 140. So why does he not want to fight Terence Crawford when he was at 140? Why did he give Jeff Horn an opportunity? See? Y'all get chewed up each and every time. I'm telling you, just like what you like and be done, but you can't romp with the big dogs, As you just can't exist with us. We see it each and every time. He still ain't told me no answers. He still ain't told me one answer why Pacquiao never fought a young, hungry lion like Terence Crawford or even Errol Spence or Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was calling him out. Keith Thurman ain't calling out Errol Spence, but he called out Pacquiao several times. And that's one of your favorites. That's one of your current favorites. Stop playing, man. We know what it is. You see how he not even responding anymore. He flabbergasted. He ain't even saying nothing no more. I'm telling you, you casuals, it's done for you. You could it's cool. Boxing is a big sport. You could still like the sport, but you can't have, stay out of adult conversations. You talking about Triple G and Pacquiao and questioning. Pacquiao got a good resume, but you're questioning Crawford's resume knowing Pacquiao didn't want to fight him. All right, I'm putting all y'all motherfuckers, listen, I'm putting all y'all in the hot seat. Siri Lowe, you in the hot seat. Pacquiao is too old for that, Ego. Fuck that. No, why you in the hot seat. Tell me why Pacquiao couldn't fight Terence Crawford. I'm talking about before Jeff Horn. It don't even matter now because he already, lost to Jeff Horn. I'm talking about pre-Jeff Horn. Why didn't he fight Terence Crawford? You're in the hot seat. Listen, y'all gonna learn today, putting all these stupid comments. I'm ready. He said the other time, I was just trying to keep it G real with you, but today I got time, cuz. I got time today, cuz. Right? You tell me why Pacquiao's too old for Terence Crawford. You let me know that. You in the hot seat. What was Pacquiao doing at Crawford's age? Strike one. We're not doing this all day. Tell me why Terence Crawford or Pacquiao's too old for Crawford to have fought before Jeff Horn. Like, any time before that, before he lost to Jeff Horn. Let me know. I'm dogging these boys. I'm TBE. They want to make excuses. We already know what time it is. That's why we came up with the hot seat. Okay. That's why we came up with the hot seat. Okay. Look, watch me bury this man. Y'all, listen. This is like Gladiator. Are you not entertained? If y'all want me to bury this man, Siri low. This ain't no friendly conversation. You getting buried. This is what we do, new media. You say crazy shit, we come up behind you and clean up the mess. We the street sweepers. If y'all want me to bury this man, making excuses like true old media, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Put that boy on the back of a milk carton. We got him. Put me in the game, coach. If y'all want me to bury this man, it's whatever the fans want. If y'all put bury him or hell yeah, it's on. I'm not playing. They want to say this crazy shit. It's not looking good for you, man. I know it's not looking good for you. They want me to bury him so bad. All right, so he says Pacquiao's too old. I'm just going to bury him. Look at him bringing up Floyd. He said, what's wrong with Floyd doing the same? Floyd fought a 23-year-old Canelo when he was 37. And Canelo was way bigger than Terence Crawford. It was at a catchweight of 152. How many times has Pacquiao fought at 150 plus? Okay, so strike two. Here's your strike three. You just said that Pacquiao's too old to be fighting Terence Crawford, yet he fought Jesse Vargas for the WBO title. Look at the age on the man. Jesse Vargas is 29 years old. Shall I continue? Okay, we gonna look at people's age. You said he's too old. Okay. Yeah. We like the friction. Okay. So let's type in Jeff Horn. He's too old for Crawford. Okay. What about Jeff the Hornet Horn? Okay, Jeff Horn. Bow, he's 30 years old. So he could fight Jeff Horn when he was undefeated, who's 30. He could fight Jesse Vargas, who's 29, when he was the WBO champion, but he too old for Crawford. Now let's look at, finally, Terence Crawford. Let's look at Bud. All they do is make mistakes. Bow. Oh, wow, would you look at this? Terence Crawford is 31 years old. So he can't fight a 31-year-old Crawford because he's too old, but he could fight a 30-year-old Jeff Horn when he was undefeated and a big welterweight before Crawford wasn't even at welterweight at the time Pacquiao could have fought him. So you could fight a big welterweight who went to the Olympics. I don't think Crawford even went to the Olympics. And he was 30, but you can't fight someone a year older in a division below welterweight. You could fight Jesse Vargas for the WBO title. He's 29. These dudes is getting smoked, man. We got that free smoke. This is the free smoke show. You guys let me know if that makes sense. He said Pacquiao's too old to have fought Terence Crawford, but Crawford's 1 year older than Jeff Horn, and he's 1 year or 2 years older, 2 or 3 years older than Jesse Vargas. No, he getting blocked. I'm not playing no games. Look, now he's making excuses. Canelo was not good enough back then. Get him out of here. All he's doing, listen, your new name is Butt. You got more butts than cigarettes. Get him the fuck up out of here. Shooters. His name is Ciri Low. I don't care if he said nothing disrespectful. His comments are disrespectful to the game of boxing. And if you keep sticking up for him, you'll be next. Your name is JT Macon. We on one. He's making excuses. He's not doing what's right for boxing. He said, why didn't... First of all, we're talking about Pacquiao. He brings up Mayweather for no reason. Just because we talk about Pacquiao doesn't mean every time we talk about Pacquiao, we have to bring up Mayweather. right? But beyond that, Mayweather has fought guys younger than him, even Conor McGregor. We haven't even seen, when has Pacquiao fought someone as big as Conor McGregor in a fight that's weird like that, where a guy's that big, he's supposed to be a big striker in the UFC, and then he came over, or Canelo Alvarez, or Maidana. You know what I'm saying? When is Pacquiao fought a Maidana recently? You know? So you threaten to block me? Block JT McCone. This ain't no threat. We don't make threats. Okay, this nigga acting like Gestapo. Yeah. We gonna stop you. Yeah. Bow. We not playing. We not listening. He said, so you threatened to, no, this ain't no threat. You're getting blocked. Where are you at? I'm blocking. We having a block party. Bow. Oh my gosh. I'm pulling the trigger. Fuck it. These dudes making up nonstop excuses. Nonstop. Maidana knocked out Josito Lopez. Knocked out a guy who's supposed to be a warrior and have a granite chin, Jesus Soto Caras. Badly hurt Adrian Broner when he was undefeated and he was supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather. And he was the favorite in the fight. And it looked like he was on the verge of stopping him at points in the fight, right? And he fought a guy in Argentina. All that before fighting Floyd. When does Pacquiao recently fought someone threat level of a Canelo? You know, he's making excuses talking about Canelo was young. I don't give a fuck. Young. See, this is the excuse that they make. Canelo was young, younger than Floyd. Young doesn't have to be a negative. You know, because if you put Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in there with 36, 37-year-olds, if they can't hang, you know, or Teofimo Lopez, they're going to get smoked out. So being young could be an advantage because these other dudes won't be able to keep up with your pace and power and stuff like that. You know, so these dudes be playing the role, talking about, oh, he was young. Canelo been fighting since he was 15. You know, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but that means when he fought Mayweather, I believe he was 23 years old. So he had been a pro for 8 years. So he'd been a pro almost a decade. I don't care what you're talking about. And if he was so young, he should have kept his ass in a young person's lane and stopped calling out Mayweather. You guys understand, Canelo, see, I follow boxing. I didn't just grow up or, you know, just do YouTube and then pick up boxing. Canelo had been calling out Mayweather for over a year. Canelo was supposed to be on Mayweather's undercard with Robert Guerrero. Pulled himself off of it because he was pouting because he knew he had some star power at that point. And he said he don't want to help Mayweather's card unless Mayweather's going to guarantee that he's going to fight him next. Mayweather's like, nah, let me get past Guerrero, then we can negotiate. You ain't the A side, I am. And then Canelo got mad, pouted, and pulled himself off the card. And then Mayweather still fought him right after the Guerrero fight. No, you know, I woke up and looked on Twitter. That was the fight that was announced. There was no issue in negotiation that I heard. You know, it was relatively easy to make. They did a press tour, and then the rest is history. You know? So you're not going to insult my intelligence like I don't remember. Yeah, these dudes all it's like boxing excuses for dummies. You know those yellow and black like so and so hypnosis for dummies or whatever, those little books. It's like they all read from the same book because they recycle the same points. And these points, a lot of them have been debunked years and they're still holding on to them, you know, or months or weeks. It's just like Joshua and Wilder, you know, they're still hanging on to the same old points that has already been addressed and resolved and answered and or proven wrong by Joshua's team. But, oh, how do we know the 50 million is real? You know, it's crazy. And the funny thing is, nobody's answering the question. Who has Pacquiao fought in recent memory? If you're going to say Canelo was young, okay, so name someone who's young, much bigger than Pacquiao, and as good as Canelo was even at that point. Let me know. Name in recent memory somebody who has that type of youth, that type of skill set, and that type of size that Pacquiao's fought in the last 5 years. Jeff Horn didn't have the technique of no Canelo at all. If Jeff Horn fought Canelo, what the fuck you think would happen? What would happen if Jeff Horn fought? He fighting Anthony Mundine. What would happen if Jeff Horn fought Canelo? Even at that time, Jeff Horn beat kangaroo meat, straight up. There's no way he would beat Canelo when he gave Pacquiao the fight of his life. Jeff Horn, he don't have no defense. Canelo has fast hands, accuracy, good boxer puncher, has a defense. Jeff Horn would get mortalized, like that's not even a fight I would have wanted to see. That's why he's fighting Anthony Mundine, a guy who lost to Josh Clottey coming back and got knocked down 5 times. See, y'all got to know y'all boxing. I'm the boxing encyclopedia. I'm the one making the most noise. We done the livest gates. Give me my belt back, JJ. You in the hot seat. He says, why doesn't Floyd fight Canelo again since you're all about tit for tat? Why does Floyd need to fight a guy he dismantled and dog walked? You're up. You're in the hot seat. They want to come for me today. Let's come. I'm ready. I don't have to be I'm already missing the press conference, so I got time now. So give me my belt back, JJJ. Since you want to talk from the most casual of points, tell me why Floyd needs to rematch a guy he already dismantled. And the only person that didn't see it like that was CJ Ross. You let me know. We gonna light these motherfuckers up like Christmas trees tonight. Canelo was dog shit back then. You not answering the question. That don't have shit to do with Floyd. Why does Floyd need to rematch him? And why, if he's dog shit back then, why did he beat Shane Mosley? Why did he beat Austin Trout? Why did he beat Josito Lopez? These dudes be getting clapped. I told you, it's emotion. I'm going to give you a second chance. Canelo spent his amateur as a pro at 50. Bro, no one cared about that. Why does Floyd have to rematch a guy that he dismantled and we all witnessed it? Did you have Canelo winning the first fight with Floyd Mayweather? Hey, Q Cali, it's easy work. He said he was undefeated, nigga. He said, how is he dog shit? That's what I'm saying. These dudes are so desperate. It's all emotion. He talking about he was dog shit, but he was undefeated from 15 to 23 for almost a decade. And he even beat guys like former champion Shane Mosley, Carlos Baldomir, Josito, broke just, what's the name, Ortiz's jaw. You're all about the circumstantial evidence. You can't even spell circumstantial. Bro, if you don't answer the question in your next reply, you getting clapped up out of here. I'm going to give you one more opportunity. It don't have nothing to do with circumstantial evidence. Let me know why. You won't answer the question. Floyd Mayweather, did you have him beating Canelo? Yes or no? And why should Floyd rematch a guy that the world see him beat? You could be 100 and you play your cards right. Adios. If this man got an L, put your L's up. The motherfucker can't even spell circumstantial, trying to use big words. Circumstantial. What are you, a fucking snake? Circumstantial. That's not how you spell it, jackass. If this man got an L, put your L's up. He not even say. Listen, when they tell me that they're leaving after they're in the middle of the hot seat, that's how you know who won. That's how you know who won. Because why would you say, oh yeah, adios? That's how you know. This man gave himself a W. I'm destroying them. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying. He giving himself hella W's, but you the only one that feel like that, bro. You gave yourself 3 W's. That's how you know you lost. Hey, stop voting so I can catch this motherfucker because it keeps scrolling up every time you do that. I want to. Oh, this man gave himself 5, 8 W's or some shit. Hold on, stop voting. I gotta clap him. Bow. Oh my gosh. I got him, y'all. These dudes is desperate as fuck. You notice in that whole diatribe, that whole dialogue, he never explained the first question I asked. The first question I asked was, why should Floyd rematch him? And then I asked him, did you have Floyd beating Canelo? or vice versa? Who did you have winning the fight? He never answered those two questions. But the first question I asked always stayed throughout. I said, why should Floyd rematch a guy? See, all y'all motherfuckers use it. You drink from the same Kool-Aid and say, oh, well, why doesn't Floyd go up to 160 and fight Canelo? For what? What did he do? What did he do in the first fight where he's deserving of a rematch? You know, to the point where Floyd got to do anything, go to 160 or anything to appease him. See how ass backwards that is? The motherfucker that dog walked the guy, he got to prove more. But the person who lost don't have to compromise their weight. They don't have to shed the extra pounds. They're the ones that get to be comfortable at their whatever weight they want. And the other guy has to prove that he can beat him again. You see how ass backwards that is? That's like me, that's like Usain Bolt smokes me in a race at the Olympics. And then we do a rematch, you know? Let's say we're doing a rematch for charity. And then I get a head start and I get all these extra perks and stuff that favor me. Why? How I get perks and I'm the loser? Usain Bolt beat me. I get the bigger purse. I get the head start of 15, 20 seconds. Like, come on, man. The hate be so real. If that makes sense to you, the hate is real. What's the point of beating a guy if you beat him and you beat him thoroughly and convincingly, yet you have no leverage? And then to make matters worse, it'd be one thing if Canelo somehow became a bigger A side than Floyd Mayweather since that point, since the first fight, maybe. But he hasn't even done that. He didn't even, his fight with Golovkin in the rematch, this is all fact, not emotion. Canelo Triple G 2 did worse at the gate and did worse in the pay-per-view buys than the first fight. And the first fight didn't even do what Mayweather Canelo did, you know, let alone Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, which is Floyd's last fight. We destroying these dudes. Lamar Gugis, I know. He said, I see these garbage, non-knowledge, non-knowing boxing fans again, ego. What up, big dog? Hashtag new media. I like it because it just makes us look better. Dr. Manhattan, he said clever framing. What you talking about? What's framed cleverly? We about to do you like Nathan cleverly. Remember when he fought Kovalev and Badu Jack? You about to. So Dr. Manhattan wants some of the smoke. I told you I got smoke. He said clever framing, like I changed the narrative. What are you talking about? What was cleverly framed? What did I say that wasn't true? We'll wait. Yeah. Dr. Manhattan, what you talking about? We bringing all the haters out tonight. Smash the like button. What did I say that wasn't true? Someone said he about to log off. Finally, we got some shooters in this motherfucker. How did I frame it cleverly? You see, these dudes just be saying whatever. Clever framing, as if I'm saying something that's not truthful. In the first fight, like he hasn't improved. Who cares? He hasn't improved with Floyd. He hasn't. So is Canelo the A side over Floyd? Now you in the hot seat. Listen, one by one. I told you today I got time, cuz. I got time. We going one by one. So step right up, Dr. Manhattan. Who cares if he's improved? We don't even really know. To be honest, we don't know if he's improved because he's not even fighting nobody like Floyd. The styles James Kirkland don't fight shit like Floyd. Triple G definitely don't fight shit like Floyd either. So we don't really know. The closest example of a fighter similar to Floyd is Edeslandi Lara, and he arguably lost that. What now? Yeah, shout out to Mike B, $2 super chat. Casuals taking more L's than HBO. I told you, we getting rid of all this shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it. Let me know, man. I got this energy drink. Bang, chat shit, get bang. Let's get it. Castellanos, you could get it next. I'm waiting for Dr. Manhattan. Been out of the game. I'm not saying Mayweather should go up to 160, but you're giving Canelo no shot. No, that's not what I'm doing. Listen, we're about to make this a real quick one. I didn't say Canelo has no shot. When did I even give a fight prediction? Then you just said, I'm not saying Floyd needs to go up to 160. Then what are you talking about? My thing is, if you dog walked a person and you already beat them cleanly, why would you give them the advantage, especially when they haven't passed you in any regard? Resume wise, they're not a bigger seller than you. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor outsold anything that Canelo's ever done, including his fight with Mayweather. So what are you talking about? So I never even gave a fight prediction. I never said anything about a fight prediction. I said, why would you give someone an advantage? Now that I answered your question, answer my question. Why should he give him... Okay, this dude is lying. He said you said Floyd would dog walk him again at 160. Did anybody hear me give a fight prediction to Floyd Canelo 2 at 160? Because he's making shit up now. Did anyone hear me ego say Floyd would dog walk him at 160? These dudes are so desperate, y'all. He said, "Fans, please tell the truth." Hey, you looking shaky, baby. You begging my fans. They begging the fans. Hey, please, man, please. Ego's coming. I'm like Godzilla around these parts. Like Godzilla, ego is coming. Ah! Hey, tell the truth. You're lying, bro. My thing is, okay, you claiming I said Floyd would dog walk him. I never said the term Floyd would dog walk him at 160. I never said that. Two, what you're arguing and what I just said is almost a contradiction. Well, how am I going to say Floyd would dog walk him at 160 when I'm saying that Floyd shouldn't even give him any type of weight advantage to even fight him at 160? And why? And what has Canelo done to deserve a fight at 160 where he gets to call the shots? Yeah. If he got an L, if Dr. Manhattan, if we want to send him back to Manhattan, put your L's up. Then look at the people in the comment section that are doing the most hating. Juan Castellanos, you next. Juan Castellanos in Espanol. You gonna get your ass whooped in Espanol, in English, whatever you want. We coming for you next. You in the hot seat. I promise you. If this, let's take care of Dr. Manhattan. I'm going through all y'all. Everybody in the comment section. You know, this is the Royal Rumble style. WWE. We coming. New media, baby. These dudes just be saying whatever they want. Yeah, you can laugh all you want. You be clapped out of here. You be the one with the fake account coming back because we got the live stream. Shooters, get rid of Dr. Manhattan. I got the next person. I got the next person. Shooters, get rid of Dr. Manhattan. Juan Castellanos in Espanol. You said I said Floyd would dog walk Canelo Alvarez, which is not true. Where did I say that at? Where did I say that? Shooters, do we have any shooters in the building that could clap Dr. Manhattan? Shooters, if you're in the building, please announce yourself. It don't matter if the shooters aren't here or not, you know. He said, fuck Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, man, Linder was in here. That's what I'm saying. He's not here now. Fuck it. Here, I gotta get rid of this dude before I finish this other hot seat. Fuck it. Until the shooters show up. I guess it's just me. All right. So he's out. Okay, Juan Castellano, he says, I'm busy clapping cheeks. You playing games. Should I block him off that? He said that I said that Floyd would dog walk Canelo at 160 in a rematch. And that's not even the point that I was even making about Floyd. Now he says, I'm clapping cheeks. So you have enough time. You must be whack at it. If you have enough time to clap cheeks and type in a hot seat, then you ain't doing it right. She displeased in a motherfucker, or he, or whoever you with. You know what I'm saying? Let's vote. Should I continue? He says, I said Canelo, Floyd would dog walk him in this stream, and then now he said his response was he's clapping cheeks. Should we keep going? Clap him? All right. Thank you. I don't even have to worry. I don't even have to waste no energy on him. Oh man, this is gonna be the graveyard episode. Yeah. See, these dudes, it's all emotion with them. All based on emotion. He's already out of here. Yeah, like I said, Canelo hasn't done anything to earn Floyd budging on weight for him. You were 13 years younger than Mayweather and did nothing with him. And it's funny thing, you know what the funny thing is? New media is killing these boys. These dudes are so stupid that they don't even understand their argument. They switch their argument depending on if they like the fighter or not, right? Here's what I mean. Dudes like that are making these excuses like, oh, Canelo was too green, he was too young, right? They use youth as if it's a bad thing, right? They say, oh, Canelo, he was wet behind the ears. Canelo was dog shit back then. Remember? That's what the dude said, right? You guys heard it. Did you guys hear the guy use youth as if it was a bad thing? He's like, come on. Canelo wasn't the same Canelo. Canelo was dog shit back then. Did you guys hear him say that? I'm going to prove the point. This is new media. This is why these boys can't beat us. Did you guys hear him say that Canelo was not the same? He was too young, he was green, and he was dog shit. Yes or no? Okay, shout out to Business Brain. Now, the ironic thing is this. They use youth as if it's a bad thing. Oh, no, Canelo wasn't ready because the fighter they wanted to win didn't win. But they're also the same dudes making excuses for people like Pacquiao, which also happened to be on this same exact stream. That dude, remember the other dude said, oh, Pacquiao, why should he be expected to fight Terence Crawford? He's too old for that. You see, that they have the game rigged in their mind. Canelo, when he loses to a guy you don't want him to lose to, you're like, yeah, he was 13 years younger. We'll use youth as if it's a bad thing. Yeah, right? He was too young. That's what we'll tell him. But then when it's Pacquiao, a guy that they might like, going up against the guy who's younger, like Terence Crawford, then guess what? They say, oh, he's a legend. Pacquiao, he's too old. You heard the guy in this stream just say that. He just said that. He said Pacquiao's too old. Why should he have to fight Terence Crawford? Let Crawford fight Errol Spence. Which one is it, people? So Crawford shouldn't fight a legend because he's too old. Pacquiao has nothing to prove. But then when the older legend beats the young guy that you were rooting for in Canelo, right? They say he was too young. See how youth was at first a bad thing in the Canelo case. But then now we're talking about the younger fighter fighting Pacquiao. Now all of a sudden, youth is the good thing. This shit is crazy. Mayweather puto, well, you blocked. You know, you ain't bringing nothing. I seen you been putting stupid shit. He blocked. Who else? Man, I'm catching bodies today, and it's so fun. Crawford. Stream King. These dudes is getting clapped left and right. This is funny. This is weird that this is a stream that's hectic, you know, with a lot of like casual shit, and we don't have no shooters. I don't know if it's the time, because it's a different time than I usually go on. Yo, let's push the likes above 100. We working, people. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Damn, I'm catching bodies today. Ego blocking motherfuckers like Floyd defense. Man, if you're not saying nothing productive, we just going in. They both were pissed at the media day. It was a good media day. He said that boxing historian should be called the boxing student first grader because he's still learning. This shit is funny. Yo, smash the like button. Ego the diva. Every time they hate, the money come in. I'll be a diva. As long as the paycheck... Listen, Fernando, with your broke ass. As long as them paychecks is cashing, I'll be whatever you talking about. Let's clap Fernando. Fuck it. Notice the people doing the most hating. Fernando Herrera said Ego the diva. Look at the names, the faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. Shout out to Wowzit Expert, $2. Who do you think will Hold on. Who do you think who will win, Lomachenko or Floyd? Floyd, anyway. Easy. That's an easy question. Lomachenko don't, like, what weight could he beat him at? Look, every time they hate, the money just keep. I try to tell y'all, stop hating. Every time y'all hate, the money. Hate makes us great. Every single time they hate, it's like clockwork. I think because if people see me, that's why it's so raw to see. Because I'm a young, skinny nigga battling lions. Yeah, I mean, Loma don't have enough power. And his defense isn't superior to Floyd. So what is he gonna beat him with? You know, that moving. Floyd has impeccable timing. Shout out to Brian. He just sent $5 over. It says his YouTube name is Hyphy. I mess with the channel tough. You want me to help you moderate for the chat just for the night? Are you still in here? Hyphy, are you still in here? We the Stream Kings, yo. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Y'all can believe whatever you want, but Pretty Boy Floyd's too much. Even Money Mayweather. Because what is Lomachenko going to go to 47 and fuck with Floyd? He got knocked down by Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of boxing some of y'all watch. And then Pretty Boy Floyd is like super offensive and goes for the kill. Yeah, it's just. Like, the- I don't even like. It's funny, man. I don't even know Lomachenko beats Mikey Garcia. That's why I want to see it so bad, so I can see who wins. But I would lean towards Mikey Garcia, to be honest. At 135, see, that's why I don't want Mikey to go up to 47. I think he should see if he can get past Lomachenko and then go to 47. But I would pick Mikey to beat him. And Floyd is technical like Mikey, but he's superior. Mikey would be more like Juan Manuel Marquez when he fought Floyd. He's like technical and much slower, but he handles it and gets the work done. He's a workman, like fundamental. Floyd's all that, but he's souped up because he has crazy reflexes and defense. So I don't even think Lomachenko would beat Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll have to see it, but I would lean towards Mikey, to be honest. Passive student, you already know the game. I told people, Sugar Shane Mosley at lightweight, I can't picture Lomachenko getting past that. And the people who are like, no, you're full of shit, you hating, don't know. They probably weren't even watching boxing because you don't know Shane Mosley at lightweight. You probably never even watched Shane Mosley's fight except for Mosley Pacquiao or Mosley Mayweather or some shit. Watch his whole career, bro. Loma Mikey's a good fight. A good fight. A lot of these motherfuckers are delusional. For my real hardcore ego army people that have been watching it consistently, I was talking about Lomachenko after, I don't know, Madiaga fight or one of Rigondeaux, and you had Lomachenko fans who were saying that he beats Tommy Hearns at 154. So, like, I mean, I can't even take someone like that serious. I'm like, what? I just set him up with the question. And this guy was really trying to explain how Tommy Hearns, who is 6'1.5", would lose to Lomachenko. He was like, Tommy Hearns, he's never felt the angles. Okay, Lomachenko has never felt that Kronk Jim fucking punch. Like, these dudes just be saying whatever, bro. If you think, listen, I give you my blessing. If you think Lomachenko beats Tommy Hearns at 154 pounds, then please unsubscribe to my channel. You will not like it. I can assure you. Tommy Hearns would do Lomachenko like Martin. Real talk. He'd be in the wall like that, like Martin was. Stop it. Stop. Ignorance has to have some like level. I even said at 154, and they're like, yeah, he's never dealt with. Shout out to Hyphy, $2 super chat. He said, chat moving too fast. I'm in here. Yeah, it's going. Man, I have the video, and I was mind blown. I said, Lomachenko versus Pacquiao in his prime. They're like, yeah, he's too much for him. I don't even know if he'll beat Pacquiao now at 140. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather, yeah. I was like, what about Roberto Duran at 135? Yeah. All he had was power. Oh. Shane Mosley at lightweight. Yeah. Then I was like, hell no. They just saying Loma beats everybody. And then I said, what about Tommy Hearns at 154? They're like, yeah. Man, did you see what Tommy Hearns did to Roberto Duran, who had a chin? Like, these dudes don't know boxing. Bro, there's a video that you could probably find on YouTube where Tommy Hearns is sparring Muhammad Ali. What do you like? Like I said, if you think Lomachenko beats Tommy Hearns at 54, just don't watch my shit. Just unsubscribe. Please do it. Tommy Hearns is sparring a fucking heavyweight Muhammad Ali. He was probably older, but it's still Muhammad Ali. Can you imagine Lomachenko sparring Muhammad Ali? There'd be no comparison. Like what? They could do it like fucking around, but they couldn't have no real sparring. They had like an exhibition fight and shit. Tommy Hearns and Muhammad Ali. These dudes don't know boxing like they think. Lomachenko would be ugly if he fought someone like that. He's 6'1". You getting? And I said this video was all before the Benavidez fight, and they really tried to say that. You know what I'm saying? And then he fights Benavidez. Probably one fight after this video, like this was his next fight, and he gets dropped by Benavidez. You know, come on, man. But like I said, it doesn't hurt us. It just makes new media look like we know our shit more, you know, because we're not out here saying the radical stuff. Listen, let Lomachenko be good. He's a good fighter, but you know, it has to try to at least be reasonable. At least be reasonable. These dudes be just saying whatever makes them feel good. Yeah, Lomachenko, he would beat Evander Holyfield, I think, because Holyfield's not used to the angles that Loma. You see the footwork. You're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. Straight up. You do not know shit about this wonderful sport. You're trying to convince me that Lomachenko beat Evander Holyfield. Yeah, I mean, just look at James Toney bother him. Like, that's James Toney fucking bigger than Lomachenko. I'm just saying, if you look at Evander Holyfield, I mean, I know he had a Sega game made after him, but he's not really the real deal, you know? Like, these dudes be saying this shit like they know what they talking about. You know, it's no different than Ronda Rousey's coach. Head movement. That's how they critique boxing and break down fights. Just say a guy's name and shit. Gervonta Tank Davis Lomachenko fight is tougher than people think. I tried to tell people. People just keep going off of this perception that, you know, Mayweather promotions don't want the fight, which maybe they don't. I don't know. But they keep saying Tank's scared. You know, all that stuff. When you in there and you're a fighter, you're going to sink or swim. So if the fight was made, we would see. That's a good fight. Loma will kill who? Loma would kill who? Tank? Whatever. Like I said, I just know from talking to some of y'all who I can trust for like opinions. Who's a punk? Who you calling a punk? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's the punk? I don't get it. Vital Bone. No, I don't care who's skillful. I want to know who you're calling a punk. Who is a punk? You have 8 seconds. We're going to get some answers out of you guys. 6 seconds. Who is a punk? 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Who is a... I said who. All right, I'm blocking you. You paying games. No, you didn't. I said who, and you're like... Listen. We collected bodies today. I don't know what y'all talking about. We catching body on top of bodies. Yeah, Loma Tank is a good. I can't wait till 2019. This shit getting lame. What's getting lame? Dave Burr, what's getting lame? Someone say Ego Schmurda. I Bobby Schmurda. Dave Burr, what's getting lame? Dave Bird. We just going through it. I'm getting my body count up. Dave Bird, what's getting lame? I'm just curious what you're talking about. We doing the graveyard. All these childish comments. Fuck it. That's what's out tonight. Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Anyway, what do y'all think of Lomachenko Pedraza? Does Pedraza have any shot? What y'all think? Loma's gonna be the favorite for sure. Mikey Loma is the fight to make. Damn, he said no shot, not a chance. Oh yeah, let's talk about Dazn got a new card, I guess. Y'all want to know what it is? I guess it's Gabe Rosado versus Luis Cuba Arias with Brandon Rios on the card. See, this is the thing. Shout out to them dudes. You know, they're just making a living or whatever. But the way Eddie Hearn made Dazn sound like he was just taking the world by storm, like he had it already made. You know, I don't really see those fights like I don't know. I just don't see that as being like what his vision that he said he had for. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he made Dazn sound like I hate big time. I'm just saying, like Eddie Hearn made it sound like he was all the American promoters were gonna be trembling because he was gonna shut shit down. To me, that's not a shut shit down type of card. Luis Cuba Arias fought Daniel Jacobs, who's fighting for a title, and he lost convincingly in that fight. You know, I've interviewed Luis, good dude. I don't even know if he's fought since that. Has he fought since the Jacobs fight? Has he? I don't know. Like, you know, he might have had a fight. I think maybe he fought. I don't know. That's a good question. But that's the last fight I seen with him. He might have had another fight on small. I'm gonna look it up right now. And then same with Gabe Rosado. Is like, it's cool for them because they need, you know, this is their livelihood. But when's the last time Gabe Rosado fought? See, look, he hasn't fought. So the last time Luis Arias fought was November 11th, 2017. You know, and we're in October. So he's on about a year layoff. Gabe Rosado, I think Glenn Tapia on ESPN was his last fight. Let me check. Bow, same thing. Last time he fought was the month before in October 2017. So you got two people who are on 11 and 12 month layoffs. Like I just don't see how that, like for DAZN, they're trying to get American fans. I just don't see, like that's a cool fight. Like these are DAZN main events and shit. I just don't see how Eddie Hearn was like thought he was like competing with PBC and really criticizing the PBC structure, but the fights that you're putting for main events be like undercard fights for a PBC fight card, if anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Broner Vargas, I covered that PBC card. Broner Vargas had Hugo Centeno and Jamal Charlo in an eliminator as just one of the fights. It had Gervonta Tank Davis and Jesus Cuellar, former champion at featherweight, just one of the fights under. Not to mention, you know, probably Richardson, Hitchens, or Amanda Serrano or something, and other shit, right? DAZN, they're putting on these cards like Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, and that's your main event. You know, and I heard they're doing Gabe Rosado, Luis Arias, but they both been out for about a year. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just weird that Eddie Hearn, the way he was talking, he made me feel like he got all the money to play with, $1 billion, and he was just gonna do these rapid signings, and everyone's gonna be flocking. And maybe that's what he thought, but as time went on, I think he's realizing it's not as easy as you think. Why is Mikey out here clout chasing? What are you talking about? So I don't know. I don't know if the American vision for DAZN has fully been realized, but it's new. So maybe they'll ramp it up. But as of right now, I just don't see these. You guys let me know. Yeah, see, and look it. My dude Nixon just said it. One of your great fights on there is now canceled. You know, it's Demetrius Andrade versus Walter Nufunu Nugugu. You know, like I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but boxing is a business. I was gonna try to travel to Boston for Demetrius Andrade versus Saunders, but I will not go to Boston for Andrade versus Walter K. I don't even know his last name. I've never seen him fight. And, for me, it's as an independent grinder, of this shit, I don't have like I don't work for ESPN or something. I got to make these trips make sense, get them, maximize my dollar, and get the most out of them. So to me, it just wouldn't be really worth it for me to come from Cali to Boston for that fight, And it's not Andre's fault, it's not DAZN's fault, but I'm just telling you, I can't, I'm more effective at home than to go to Boston for that. I go out for the big fights. I don't know. I just feel like DAZN has to they need like big fights. They don't have no like what's their biggest fight? Joshua Pavet. See, listen, I guess just hear me out. The biggest fights for DAZN are predominantly people that Matchroom had before DAZN was even announced. Do you get what I'm saying? My barber's name is Cynthia. She got bars, y'all. She got bars. She be doing the blending. See, I don't use no pencils and stencils and all this shit. See, look at that blend. Ah. We blended out here. But like I said, for DAZN, like what? A lot of the biggest fights are people that Matchroom had before DAZN was even like came to the table for like Joshua Povetkin. That was just something they put on DAZN. Joshua was already with Matchroom. You look at the fight with Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew was already with Matchroom. So it's like, and then Alexander Usyk is with DAZN, but he's also with his original promoter K2. Shout out to OZOHN, Lord Above, $15 super chat. Shmoney gang. Salute. It says, salute God, keep killing these fools. We just working. That's what we do. Like for me, shout out to you though for the super chat. I just feel like I said, Tony Bellew was already with Matchroom. Anthony Joshua was already with Matchroom. Alexander Usyk is co-promoted. So how is it like? I just feel like how has DAZN come up in this? They're not. None of these fights are like big, and then the ones that are big aren't even official DAZN signees. Where it's just I'm signed to DAZN exclusively. And the reason I know this The is reason I know this is because I'm a business owner too. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, if you go to like a media roundtable, that's cool for the channel. But there's multitudes of reporters who have the same footage. So, you know, you have to compete, see who can get their clips up first and, you know, depending on if they have more. But the value is if you had something exclusive. Like if Terence Crawford was like, man, fuck this, blah, blah, blah. And you're the only person with that. You know why? Because it's an exclusive. That means motherfuckers had to come to you to hear Terence Crawford say that, you know? So for the same business practice would apply for DAZN. The people who are exclusive to DAZN, that a lot of them aren't like the big stars, you know? If you're co-promoting someone, then you got to split the pie. So I just don't see how DAZN really comes up. It just feels like they're burning through the money, you know, unless they get people with a big name on the platform so it gets to popping. You know, one of their best fights on the card that might encourage people to buy it has now been canceled. You know, and that's Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders. Not DAZN's fault, but it's a reality. You know? So it's like maybe DAZN should have hollered at Al Haymon. You know, because Al Haymon at least has a stable where he could do, you know, Al Haymon has a crazy ass stable. Like, he can do these deals with, you know, he's the boss. Okay, like, here, hypothetically. Let's pretend I'm Al Haymon and just using his stable. He can give Leo Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell Jr., give that to CBS. He could give Wilder versus Fury to Showtime, right? For Fox, he could put Adrian Broner versus Andre Berto, right? For DAZN, he could put Danny Garcia versus Luis Collazo. I just did that off the top of my head. He has all these people, you know? Sean Porter, Luis Collazo, he could do. Put that on DAZN or some shit. So he can mix and match, because that's what happens when you have more fighters. But the thing with Eddie Hearn, he's trying to do all these American fights. He has to work with other people. Anytime you have to work with other people like that, you got to split the pie. So I'm wondering, it's not my money, so I don't really care like that. But I'm just wondering how it's gonna work. How's DAZN gonna come up if their best names on the app, or most of them are co-promoted, or you have to promote the fight with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like Top Rank, and I understand cards are gonna always have promotion. Like, you know, look at the undercard. Shakur Stevenson might be fighting a guy who's promoted with X, Y, and Z, but the bulk of the card, the guys that are getting paid the most, are with Top Rank. Crawford and Benavidez and Shakur Stevens and Michaela Mayer. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case with DAZN. So he's gonna have to, like, Demetrius Andrade is with DAZN, but then Billy Joe Saunders isn't. So I just want to know how they're gonna recoup their money unless they start putting, like, getting big names and start getting a lot of subscriptions or something. And to me, Gabe Rosado versus Luis Cuba Arias, I just don't know how that's gonna. I mean, what do y'all think of that fight? What do y'all think of that main event? I'll let the fans answer. Gabe Rosado versus Luis Cuba Arias. Neither guy has fought this year. Wow. Ego, that main event ain't it. Why y'all be going in, though? Y'all be going in, man. They talking more about my haircut than that card. You know what I'm saying? They talking about my hair more. Hey, Pops, brush my shit. So, I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but I just want to know what fight I like. Shout out to you, Ace. I'm just saying, what how are you gonna entice people to join? Like, okay, let's be honest here. If you see an ad on your on YouTube, right, and it's like, yes, Demetrius Andrade was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders, but he failed his drug test, and now Demetrius Andrade will face Walter. No, Google from Namibia this month on Dazn. And in November, Gabe Rosado makes his long-awaited return versus Luis Cuba Arias with Brandon Rios. If you didn't already have DAZN and you're a real like diehard boxing fan, would that be the card to incite you to be like, oh shit, DAZN got it, you know, I'm on this, you know, and then now you're gonna get DAZN if you didn't have it. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to try to get Canelo, Triple G, Mikey Garcia, like a big name like that, because you need someone to spearhead it. Hey, I'm done. Winston, I'm done. He said I would rather watch a World Star Fight compilation. I'm done. This man said he'd rather watch World Star Fight. Wow. Y'all ain't right. You know, what are they gonna put on it? Does fucking what's the name? If Dillian Whyte skips over Luis Ortiz and opts to fight a guy he already beat, I mean, once again, to me, I call it UK matchmaking. The reason I call it UK matchmaking is because it's more of a domestic level fight. You get what I'm saying? Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora 2, that's a domestic fight. But the thing is, you already have domestic UK distribution through Sky Sports. They already got to pay for the pay-per-view. How are you going to entice US of A fans, right? How are you going to entice that people to buy it with a domestic level fight with names that aren't really big in the States, right? Let me know. I don't see the vision there. I really don't. Because Dillian Whyte, how is that a DAZN US fight? You said 16 fights in America and 16 in the UK. So okay, just hear me out. Yeah, big. I had to block him. That was weird. I had to clap him. He's talking about my face and body and shit. Like, we don't have time for this. Um, you guys get what I'm saying? 16 US fights and 16 UK fights. Eddie Hearn made it sound like he was shutting shit down in the US, but his best fights are still UK fights. Does that make any sense? Tell me I'm lying. His best fights on DAZN are UK fights. Joshua Povetkin. That's better than Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, in my opinion. Tony Bellew versus Usyk should be a good fight. Another UK type of fight, you know, especially since Tony Bellew is from England, Liverpool, wherever. And then Dillian Whyte if he fights Derek Chisora. So what about the 16 US fight where DAZN is being marketed? That you're really trying to push DAZN, because I told you in the UK they are getting Sky Sports pay-per-views for all these fights. To my knowledge, Joshua Povetkin, they have to order the pay-per-view. So the only people who are expected to pay for DAZN monthly are maybe Americans and maybe people in Canada. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So you have to me, you have to appease your core. You have to appease, if you're wherever market you're in, you have to appease the people that you're trying to. You have to cater to them. His best fights aren't the 16 fights in America. One of them was with Demetrius Andre, Billy Joe Saunders. That was a good fight. You know, American versus a guy from the UK, but it got canceled. You know, and Billy Joe Saunders is going to get stripped. Now he's going to fight some African dude. Do you get what I'm saying? I just don't see how that's a winning formula. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too early to tell. I'm just giving a little, like, forward thinking. You're going to have to get an American breakthrough or someone who's big and established in America. Even like Canelo. He's not American, but he's at least the biggest star in boxing, you know? Canelo versus Fielding doesn't have an announced it doesn't have an announced network broadcaster. But here's the thing. Oscar De La Hoya is already on record, and he said that Oscar De La Hoya says he's bypassing Eddie Hearn, which is smart. He said he says he's going to talk to DAZN directly. Why would Golden Boy go through Eddie Hearn? Like, just this is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I don't understand. I don't understand how any of this is gonna work. Like, why would Golden Boy pay Eddie Hearn money outside of Canelo and Rocky Fielding being I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. Canelo's the A side, you know, way bigger A side than Rocky Fielding. He said that's like El Chapo asking a middleman for drugs. See, okay, people understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. It's like if you can go directly to the plug, why would you have a middleman? You know. So if Golden Boy, if anything, they're gonna try to see if they can work out a deal with, you know, with DAZN as the A side. Why would they want to make sure Eddie Hearn gets paid more? You know, they just want to pay Rocky Fielding for his services for the fight. I don't know. You guys let me know if you guys have more information. But they're marketing this DAZN stuff really to Americans. So to me, they have to put on fights that the American public wants to see. And I haven't really seen that. I haven't really seen like this slew of like you put Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, which, you know, I heard it was a decent fight. I heard it was a cool fight. But you put it on the same day as Conor McGregor returning. I don't see how that's a winning recipe. I heard Delorme beat Vargas. I didn't watch it though. Yes, I just think they need a big star. That would have to be the ticket. You know, because like even Showtime. Ugh. See, I'm a realistic. Showtime before Mayweather came, they didn't really have a flagship person like that. But then it got popping when Floyd went over there. You know, they used to have, you know, some people in the past like Mike Tyson left to Showtime. Damn, Delorme really won to you? I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out. I gotta look up flights. I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna miss the press conference for sure because all the flights I seen because it's already 3 hours ahead, and it's gonna give me the press conference at 12. All the flights I seen were have me arriving in Omaha. Like, it's not even that many. I was surprised. I thought there'd be more flights because I could have left tonight, but there were no flights. You know, I guess that's what happens when you wait. Anyway, I might do another live stream depending on how much stuff I can plug away and like once I get situated with the hotel and the flights. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.